Hello, hi YouTubers. Hi, I'm Rock, and in today's live stream, I wanted to discuss, or I'm going to talk about, is this particular RC the greatest RC of all time? Inquiring minds want to know. I'll be right back. I just wanted to say aloha to everyone to this aloha, what we call here in Hawaii, Aloha Friday. Basically, um, it's probably the last day, the last for most people, the last work day of the week, and enjoy the weekend. So, so basically, Aloha Friday, no work till Monday for most of you. So, hope everybody's doing well, fabulous, fantastic. Um, whether it's in the morning, afternoon, evening, or at night. So, just wanted to discuss. Hello, Brandon. How's it going, my friend? So, to me, the greatest, well, I think the Traxxas X Max is the the Traxxas X Max. I don't like keep saying X Max, but the Traxxas X Max to me is the greatest RC of all time. So just wanted to know what you folks thought was the greatest RC of all time. Um, the reason why I think the X Max is the greatest RC of all time is number one because it's very durable. Two, it's a monster, and that thing is just awesome to play. I've been enjoying my Traxxas X Max for this past week. They I got out there do a couple bass sessions. I was able to find some muddy water, get to bash the X Max in the muddy water, um, sink it, I guess. I also was able to um, find a cool place to bash. Um, I can say do some crazy punishment, I guess, to the X Max, test its durability, how strong it would be able to hold the punishment. Yeah, I'm not talking about taking it to the skate park, but I took it to a very, I guess you said, dirt terrain, a lot of jumps. Um, I did, yeah, I had some cool footage that I'll probably share with you folks in soon. Hopefully, um, by this weekend or early in the week. Brandon Tim, it's a nasty machine. Yes, it is crazy. So, so far, no buyer's remorse. I don't plan to return the X Max. I think it's it's one of those RCs where you probably can have more than one, or you would want more than one. And also, been doing a lot of research on the um, no prep. RC drag, the rules and regulations. So, so your RC has to be a. Well, the reason why it's called no prep is because all they do is on the racing surface or the track or the straightaway, they just sweep the surface and they don't put any substance or anything to make the track sticky. So it's basically you just sweep the track and you're good to go. Um, the the regulations for the criteria for the RC is basically has to be a 110 scale. Um, 110 scale, the body has to cover all four tires. It's the 2S maximum voltage you can run is 8 yeah, 8.44 or 8.4 volts. I think that there is no I think there is no they didn't say anything. I didn't couldn't find anything about ESC or what type of motor is ESC or what type of motor or you have to run. I'm sorry. If you only had to run a certain type of ESC motor, looks like it's a free game. Or you can run any ESCs or motor for the no prep um, RC drag racing. Of course, you're only limited to a 2S. So, and then anything else? Yeah, I was watching a video on E-Man Hobbies about the no prep drag racing rules and um, the Bowen RC. Um, I guess he said there is a minimum weight regulation, so the RC has to be um, a minimum weight. I couldn't find that online anywhere, so I think that's basically it in regards to the no prep drag racing. If you want to get into the sport, the phenomenon, be able to win you some cash money. I think that's the reason why it has um, exploded in popularity. It is because people do the side bets, cash, cash bets. Even though it's like I guess outlaw race, RC race, they do the side bets, and I think that's the reason why it gained um, big in popularity. Um, yeah, just look into it. May get into it, but we will see. Then see, let me share some footage with you folks if I can do it. Yeah, how media is it media or video game video capture device? Let's see. Let's see if I can share it with you folks. It's a little bit of teaser. It's not it. Maybe just bear with me. Hmm. The media source. Okay. bass session. Sorry about the yeah, it's very windy, so sorry about the wind noise. So yeah, it's a pretty crazy bass session. That was only I think this was towards the end of the day, towards the end of the bass session. So sneak peek of what's coming up next or what's coming towards the channel. Yeah, it was a pretty cool spot. Travel about 60 miles from where I live, about an hour drive. So just wanted to show you folks, or the length I'm willing to go to just to entertain you folks. Woke up early this morning, 6 a.m. Got there about 7:30. So yeah, it's windy and I didn't have any dead cat to put on my GoPro. So yeah, sorry about the wind noise. I'm gonna try to see if I can eliminate the wind noise in my editing software, or trying to minimize it as much as I can. So small part. Hey Clockwood, how's it going? Nice spot per usual. Yep. Oh yeah. That's always fun, but a pain to clean. Trust me, folks. I did the power wash with the hose, and right now I'm letting it dry out. But I'm I'm amazed how waterproof or how tightly sealed the electronics are from water getting in to the electronics. You know, you know, the electronics have handled so far being submerged underwater, which is kind of amazing. Usually, when you submerge your RCs or electronics underwater, um, you eventually go out, but it kept on going. So Traxxas did a really good job on that. This X-Max is really thought out, man. I mean, from design, from its weak points, I think the weakest points on the X-Max is the front bumper, wheelie bar, and then um, yeah, that's about it. That's where well, the shock towers, but the way they designed the shock towers is uh, very cool. Um, so that makes me lands on the roof. Um, it's able to absorb all that impact. Um, so the X Max is really thought out as a design and engineering um, aspect of it. Most of the impacts, like I said, the front bumper, rear wheelie bar, and the roof. And then you have your undercarriage damaged because if you go about over rocks or whatever, you, underneath it's gonna get scratched. Even though it has a 4-inch ground clearance, but um, yeah, yeah. So, but it's really easy to clean. I think the challenging part is just not trying to prevent the steel screws um, not to rust. So that you can just use some kind of oil-based substance like WD-40. Me, I use Corrosion X. Seems to work pretty good. So and then yeah, just blast it with the water hose, and then just just let it dry out. Probably do some maintenance on it before I take it out on another bash session. I'll probably do another. I want it to put the 46 tooth speed spur gear in the X Max and take it back down to the skate park and see if I can do a double flip or a double back flip. Um, yeah, I'm kind of getting used to the handling of the X Max. I guess if you watch my run video, the punishment video, um, just trying to figure it out. My biggest mistake when I was at the skate park was um, that I needed more um, runway space, I guess, or that I don't know why I was just giving it a short runway, trying to jump those big, humongous ramps. But now now I know. So knowing is half the battle. So next time I go to the state park, definitely try to get some extended runway, extended track to hopefully to pick up um, higher speed when I hit the ramp. And really wanting to do a double backflip and then a forward flip. And I think I'll probably end up having to do um, repairs and replace parts on the X Max. So, you know. But that thing, I mean, I'm only jinxing myself. I'm jinxing the X Max, and you know, because I'm talking about the durability. And usually, when you talk about something, you end up jinxing yourself. You know, I am amazed the Traxxas battery how well it performed. Uh, and this I have to give Traxxas a lot of credit because they really put the homework into the specific type of batteries for this X Max, for this 8S, um, ESC, VXL, and 1200 XL brushless motor. Um, is actually perfect because um, I think I ran it today for easy over 30 minutes runtime, and it still has a lot of juice left. It hasn't reached the low voltage warning on the ESC. I was still getting the solid green light on the ESC. Uh, so, because when you think of it, it's a 4S 33.8, which I'm just doing the top of my head, 33.8 volt when it's fully charged, 6,700 milliamps. Um, Burst rating is 50C, and then continuous rating discharge rate is 25C. And when I did my homework and research on the Traxxas uh, VXL 8S ESC, uh, this is not an official rating. It didn't come off from Traxxas website or any hobby store website. It was in a forum, and the ESC on the Traxxas X-Max is capable of handling a maximum of 336 amps, and the amp is be able to handle an output of 200 continuously, so which is pretty really good for ESC. And if you look at the discharge rate at 50C at peak, um, it's at 236 amps burst. So yeah, you're right there at the borderline in regards to peak burst or max amp output for the LiPo battery and the ESC. The max amp it can handle when you hit it when you're going full throttle. And then So and then the LiPo battery, it's continuous output is 168 amps. Yeah, 168 amps continuous at full throttle. And then the ESC is continuous. It can handle, or it can handle 200 amps continuously. So which is really good. It gives you that, it gives you that, um, that play or, uh, you know, because in electronics anything can happen. You can have just a sudden power surge and you might just blow your ESCs. Kaku. I learned WD-40 for bearings is not a good idea. Was spraying pinion bearing on rate after the snow runs eventually seized up. Definitely due to double backflip. RC activated. Good day, I rock and all. Hey Jack, how's it going? Um, well, I don't use WD-40 on the bearings. I just use it on the steel screws because those tend to rust. Um, 'Cause I think the reason why your bearing seize up because of the cold weather. I mean, yeah, I, I mean, I could be wrong, but I'm just taking a guess. Yeah, I think probably it's not. Um, Anything can freeze up or seize, freezing temperatures, but you know. So yeah, the lipo batteries. So yeah, let me go get the lipo batteries. Yeah. So um, sorry, but yeah, the lipo batteries is still in good shape, solid. They haven't puffed yet, which is kind of usually after your first run it puffs, but it, it still looks like the exact same um, when I first got it when I bought it. I mean, it's still solid. Don't even feel any like air pressure, like air bubbles inside it. Maybe I should do like a lipo 101 explaining lipos and how to maintain lipos, how to keep them in good condition. Because you know, right on was trying to displace the water. Squirrel law used to say use only thin oil, no silicone spray or WD-4 heats up too much. Oh, well, I never, hmm, yeah, I never use WD-40 on my bearings. Actually, you should even use you should even put anything on your bearings to tell you the truth. And and if you, yeah, I don't put it even like when you build kits or even like in the manufacturers, they don't tell you to even grease or put anything on the bearings. Yeah, I don't. I mean, greasy is okay because greasy is not gonna get into the ball bearings. Yeah, but oil or any, yeah, like you said, any tin oil, if it gets into the bearings, um, then if it dries up, think about like when a combustion engine, right? If you don't change out the oil, eventually the oil will come all sticky because of the heat. So yeah, squirrel. He's a he was on YouTube for the longest time. What happened to that? What happened to anybody know what happened to squirrel? Yeah, let's see, is is squirrel still around? Squirrel OD had a great channel. No lube on bearings after cleaning craziness. Wish he was stopped posting a few years ago. That's some dark Al. Well, I thought so. Didn't like the drama. Looks like Guinness Brandon. Jack, you're right. Is why? I mean, I said I don't put any lube. If you want to put lube on your bearings, that's great. That's all up to you. But it's not really like necessary. Um, I mean, if you like say if you look at in the instruction manual or anything, they most will tell you don't you don't have to put lube in the bearings and like some kits they don't give you the ball bearings, they give you the bushings or even the plastic bushings, you know, just saying. Yeah, Guinness is my favorite beer. What's your favorite beer to drink? If you guys do drink, and if you do drink, make sure you don't drink and drive. Like I say, it's a low Friday, no work till Monday. I'll be hard at work, trying to get out good video and content for you folks. You don't drink, Jack? No, good for you. I just drink once in a while. I just see a lot of YouTubers do their like some had do a vodka stream or um, some kind of alcoholic stream on their live stream. So I just figured, yeah, might as well just do that too. That way it keeps me talking. Lockwood razor spray out the factory grease and use tin oil. Well, like say, if you wanna grease or put oil in your bearings, that's great. Um, I mean, everybody has different methods to how they use their RCs. If you're going to use an oil, sewing machine oil is a go. Yeah, I don't drink either. Maybe cold beer in the summer. That's about it. I never thought of that. Alcoholic extreme funny you are. Yeah, I don't drink every single day or every. once in a great while. I think alcohol is a great social, helps you become more social. Um, it has its negative side, of course. Like I say, don't drink and drive. If I could tell you the stories that when I was at a young age, I wouldn't, you know, the things I went through. I was like, I still can't believe I'm alive today, man. But yeah, when I first started drinking Guinness, I just, you know, really like Guinness. I used to be a Heineken guy, not anymore. But yeah, it's like, you know, everybody has different philosophies uh, in regards to anything in life. And I guess in this case, RCs. And there's no right or wrong method. Um, y- if you feel like that method is best for you, then that's great. Good time to drink St. Pat's Day. Just passed, laughing loud. Yeah, it was 2 days ago. Folks have any plan for the weekend? My plan is to edit videos and post it hopefully by before the end of the weekend. Okay, let's see. Maybe I share another video with you folks. Spare with me, folks. Yeah, another video to share. Okay, I guess I can share this one, or maybe this one better. Let's see. I guess we can do this one. Share this video with you folks. Just waiting for it to upload. So here I'm doing some bashing. And Clockwood, it's all about live and learn. learning from the experience. The only way you can know is you just, try. Like I said, then eventually you find the best method for you, for your RC. Yeah, like I said, sorry about the wind noise. But, I really like this X Max. It's a beast. If you haven't got an X Max yes, what? Oh, X Max, X Max, X Max yes. What are you waiting for? For a big RC, it does catch some. Um, you can get some big airs. So this is how I spent my day today, or early part of it. But yeah, this X Max is very durable. Went through some punishment so far. Look at those LiPo batteries, man, handling. Yeah, a lot of people told me Traxxas X Max batteries suck. I don't, not too sure why. But LiPos are, um, they're very hard to maintain. I guess for me, I learned a lot about LiPos because of flying FPV drones. Brandon, a lot of stuff to play on, that's for sure, yeah. Yeah, I guess I know a lot of people when the Traxxas X Max first came out, and it was running a 6S. A lot of people were frying their ESCs on the Traxxas X Max. I guess for me, when it first came out, that's why I was like, it's a new product, and usually when a new product is released, it's um, it's bound to have some some kind of issue, a lot of issues. So I said, no, I think I should wait because eventually they're gonna revise it, update it, and make it better. I was trying to go over that ditch, but bad steering. The TSM didn't
Well,
kick
that's a
in.
freaking
I
that's a backflip.
think the video is gonna end soon. Yeah, I think I'll probably attempt one more jump and then the video is gonna end. Yep, that was it. So that was sneak peek, little preview for you folks. Hope you enjoyed that little preview. I got more footage, but I think that's all I'm gonna share in this live stream. So that was my day today. Waking up early in the morning, 6 o'clock, 5:30. No, it's 5:30. Yeah, 5:30. Made me coffee. Um, pack couple um, bottled water. Did the drive, hour plus drive, 60 miles. Yeah, when I got down there, I didn't expect the uh, the muddy the muddy pond or muddy water pond. I was like, oh, bonus! I can do some mud bashing in here. Um, the only downside, like I say, it was a bit windy. I didn't have any dead cat for my GoPro. Um, I guess I don't have the newer version. I guess the newer version it eliminates the wind noise. This one it didn't. When I came when I came back, I was like, and I looked at the footage, like, oh man, there's the wind noise. So hopefully I can try to, I guess, eliminate the wind noise or try to minimize it. Brandon, nice, yeah. Glad you liked it, Brandon. More to come. Like I said, before I break the X Max, hopefully I do a double backflip. Has anyone done a triple backflip? Is that a possibility? What do you folks think? Triple backflip? I think I only can do it with that 46 tooth speed spur gear. But I'm amazed, like the X Max, how well it has withstand the punishment so far. I think this is the first RC that I haven't uh, broke anything, um, and it's been 3 runs so far. I know usually when the first run I break something. Every RC that I have owned before the X Max, I have broken something on the first run. you know, I guess that goes to show you like how well thought out Traxxas does with their um, RCs. You know, I guess they really do look into how durable the RC is. Yeah, it's a very cool spot, Clockwood. Um, Actually, that's where the Green Sand Beach is located. It's a 2.5 mile. At Green Sand Beach is 2.5 miles from where I was. I definitely wasn't going to walk. I don't have a four wheel drive vehicle anymore. I downgraded to the Prius to save money on gas. So if have to go off roading, I'm gonna have to do a lot of hiking. And then I know what I can share with you folks. And then here's my little uh, FPV drone. I was flying this out the other day. Flying this the other day. I just finished building it, and I was experiencing a lot of mid throttle oscillations, and I couldn't figure it out. Try to PID tune it, or try to tune the PIDs, and no matter how low or how high I went with the PIDs, um, get to editing and quit reading my comments, laughing aloud. JP Slayer Racing, how's it going? Aloha. So yeah, I couldn't tune this quad, this mini 3-inch quad, and it was just racking my brain. And I said, you know what? I think I know what's the problem. I didn't put the capacitor, the 470 microfarad capacitor in in this drone onto the ESC, and so I guess what this drone was explaining is a lot of uh, too much power surge. But I was like, well, it's a 35 amp ESC, and these are like small little motors, and the amp draw on the motors is only at maximum 10 amps. So it's like it shouldn't be oscillating. So I was like fighting real hard. Like I don't want to take this whole thing apart just to put a capacitor on this thing. So took it apart, soldered on the capacitor, went back out, flew it, and what do you know? This thing flew so smooth, man. And I was like amazed how this 3-inch flew. It just flew amazing, and I didn't do any tuning on it. But after I think my second battery, and the I for the second battery, I did a punch out, and next it crashed, and I was like, what? I was like, what the hell? And it's like, why did it? But I think on my like towards the end of my first battery, I was noticing vibrations, oscillations, and I was like, why is it all of a sudden from smooth to oscillating? And then so it crashed. So I went to retrieve it, and because this thing is so small, it's like almost the size of my hand. Yeah, just to make a comparison, this is a regular 5-inch, right? And this is the 3-inch, so there's a big difference in size. That's what she said. So end up crashing. So I was at the park, flying on the grassy field, soccer field. So I found the main body, which is this guy right here. But this thing came. This is the reason why it crashed, and the reason why it came off is because I didn't screw this uh, screws tight. I screwed everything else tightly, but I forgot to screw these tight. So I guess what it ended up with, all a lot of vibrations when I was flying, it one of the disc screw came loose, and it popped off. So this ended up, you know, so that's why it crashed. But so I found this part, and I was missing the one arm, and I was like, damn, I'm screwed because I was playing on the soccer field, grassy, and imagine if somebody stepped on this. So it was noontime, middle of the day, noon, nice and clear, super hot. Yeah, what was it? It was about 80 plus degrees. So I'm walking back and forth on the soccer field looking for this guy. And I was like, out of all the days, I put on uh, the clear props. It's like, why didn't I put on the pink props or the green props or the orange props or the red prop? At least the blue prop. No, I had to put on the clear prop, which is, and then, black A arms, black motor is going to make it difficult to find. So I was like, but I can't leave until I find it. I can't leave till I find it because I don't want somebody to get hurt. So I'm walking back and forth on the soccer field for about half an hour. Couldn't find it, and something in my back of my head was saying it's somewhere in the middle field, where close to where this thing ended up landing. So I went to where I retrieved this guy, this little drone, and then retrieved that little drone, and then just went did this, kept going back from that area, and then eventually I found this. I was like, oh, thank God, saved somebody from getting injured. That was my main concern because I didn't want to get anybody get hurt. And eventually they'll track it back to me. So found this, and then looked at it. Yeah, well, the armor is still good, motor is still good. Um, the wires got ripped off, but I was like, yeah. Then I thought about it, and it's like, you know what? When I was putting it back together yesterday, um, I tightened every single screw except for these four screws right here. I don't remember tightening the four screws. So that goes to show you, you know. So I lost the key, the carbon fiber key that holds all these four arms together. Have to reorder that. But I end up ordering a whole uh, new 3-inch impulse micro apex body, 8 new motors, new DJI or Cadex Nebula Pro Vista system, and brand new ESCs and flight controller. And because I really like how this thing flew, um, I was like, man, for me this is a game changer on my channel because everything that I wanted to do on my channel and share with you folks, I can do it with that 3-inch. Because like say I don't have a four-wheel drive anymore, and that's the reason why I brought it out, because I don't have a four-wheel drive truck anymore. I don't have my Jeep. Um, this way I can go hiking and go to those killer spots, those awesome scenery, get aerial footage of it, and share with you folks. So hopefully I do that soon. I don't know when I'm getting my parts in. I should get it next week. I think the motors probably come in um, the following week. So look forward to that. And then I have like other cool stuff to share with you folks in the future. I think I'm gonna show you folks how to become an affiliate and how to make money using your affiliate links. That's part of the plan. It was an expensive lesson yesterday. Yeah, you don't know how stressed out I was trying to find this little guy. And then once I found it, they were all like the soccer players. They all came on the field, and I was like, "Oh my god, that is crazy!" A bunch of little kids ready to play soccer. Found it in the nick of time. Just gotta remember to tighten all the screws before I fly. You know, gonna have to do some maintenance on my X Max. Yeah, I cannot understand why. Like when I watch FPV videos, people are still flying analog. Man, I mean, to go from analog to digital HD, night and day. It's like, what are you guys doing? Still flying analog? That's crazy. Invest the money, get a clear picture. It makes you fly better. Makes you a better pilot. Then I'm planning to order some new batteries. That way I can finally take out my capo, JK Max Jeep, and Ace One out on the trails. Does anybody here have the Axial SCX? Is it X? The Axial SC? Can it be X, right? Or Axial SC 24 crawler or trail RC, the 1/24th scale Jeep. Just looking to get that, and then I wanted to put this on this guy. I can't seem to find it, but I guess I'll share with you folks in another live stream or another live video. I mean, not a live, another video. It really sets your channel apart, the scenery. Believe me, um, I just, yeah. I mean, the scenery like I want to share with you folks. I always wanted to do it ever since I started my channel. Uh, but I guess technology and the type of equipment, um, it just wasn't there yet. But because of the way technology advanced within the past 7 years or 5 years, they made things a lot smaller. And all I can say is, right now the volcano or the crater is filled with lava, and I want to get that Axial SCX. Is it the XCX? Can it be XCX? Can it be a 10 scale? It's a 1/24 scale, but that Jeep 1/24 scale axial trailer trail, and I wanted to put this setup right here, this DJI FPV system right there onto that axial and just record some footage on it. So that's one of the plans. And then I had one of those. It was those Fat Shark tracker servos where if you move your head, then you had the Fat Shark goggles on. You don't even need the goggles. You could probably just hook it up to your transmitter or to the receiver and then to your transmitter, and then it will just move back and forth, left and right, up and down. So that was one of my plans way back when. Um, I just didn't, it's like I said, things came up and then I couldn't. But that's something I want to do in the future. Hopefully, I can share some pretty cool scenery with you folks, some footage. You folks have a top five RC list? Top five RC list? I'm gonna tell you folks what's my top three. Well, for me, my top three RCs that I've owned, not that I owned. I'm not gonna do a top five. I'm gonna do a top three. So number three, it was a Losi LMS 1/6 scale Audi R8 street car. I really love that RC. Too bad Losi discontinued it. I think down ran 6S. Yeah, it was well made. It was well thought of. Been handled very well. For me, number two is the Losi 8T Chuggy gasoline, two stroke or two cycle gasoline engine, which I have right here. Yeah, this is number two. I mean, it has to be number two. I bought four of those platforms. I bought two of those truggies, and number one. Are you ready? Yes. Are you ready? The X Max. Yeah, the Traxxas X Max to me is the number one and greatest of all time. RC. Man, the RC is pretty awesome. It's pretty cool. Love that RC. The only downside to that RC is the price. Then eventually you're gonna have to replace the front bumper, the rear wheelie bar. The body handled pretty is holding up pretty good. I think the weakest part of the body is the side, especially by the doors. I think that you would have to uh, use. I think drywall tape is good for the side doors. You know, I know people are boycotting my channel right now, and I know the reason why. Because I'm not making the type of videos that they want to see, and I know they want me to go back into the scale part of the videos. That is like the backbone. That's where that's that's where I started my channel. My first videos was the Toyota Tamiya Tundra. Um, but like I said, I'm waiting for that Traxxas TRX4. I'm waiting to get my hands on the Traxxas TRX4. That thing is like impossible to get. Pretty much any tracks is impossible to get nowadays. I'm not too sure why. Um, but you can't get any other RCs out there. But but I'm gonna do a if anything, I'm gonna do a rebuild on my Axial SCX10 too. Bought a new body kit, a body for it, and bought some cool scale accessories. Gonna have to buy a two-cell lipo battery. Um, I would say about a couple of them. Hopefully at least 5,000 milliamps. That way it'll probably give me at least 20 minutes or 30 minutes of runtime. Um, then I'm gonna hit the trail. Hopefully I can get some cool footage. I mean that is the goal, that is the mission, and that is the motivation. Yeah, I really like to get the TX4. That way I can do a build series, a build video. But I don't know, it's hard to get one. But yeah, I'll probably just do a rebuild video. I guess in the meantime, to have time pass by. 24 parts for that. Yeah, I really like that Audi. I don't know why Lowe's discontinued it. Should like Traxxas has smart marketing people because they learned from the Traxxas XO1. Like when the Traxxas XO1 when it first came out, you know it came with everything, including the lipo batteries, and it was priced over 1,000, I think, at that time, or at least like $999. And I think after I think they noticed that their sales started to decline on the XO1, and so what they did was they sold the XO1 without the lipo batteries. They sold it separately, and they brought the price down. All right, what is the price for the XO1? 699 or 799, $799, I think, without the lipo batteries. So 799 looks way more enticing, way more tempting than $999 or anything over 1,000. Like I said before, if you price anything over $999, whew, you already lost 90% of your consumer base. Those people would just say, "Oh, hold up, wait a minute. I don't know how I'm gonna get this past my wife, my girlfriend, or my significant other." so, so that's why when they came out with the Traxxas X Max, they sold it without the lipo batteries, and it made it more, you know, uh, I guess it made it look more affordable, even though it still is priced very high. I think 899 is still, you still have, whew, still eliminate 90% of your consumer base. Then you have to factor in people gonna be like, oh man, with the lipo batteries, over $1,200. That's crazy. Only a crazy guy like Iraq would spend that money to get an RC. But you gotta do what you gotta do for content to make videos. So, but I have no regrets. I don't have any buyer remorse when on the Traxxas X Max. If I have enough money to buy a second one, I would, but I don't. I'm not going to. I think one is good enough because like I said, it's durable. Even if I break it or break something on it, parts are not. It's not really expensive to replace, but you do have to spend money to replace it. So, and Traxxas vehicles are easy to work on. Uh, you don't even need an instruction manual to, you know, fix it or replace it. But I know there's like a big debate. I guess now it's Arma versus Traxxas. What side are you folks on? I have no side because I haven't owned an Arma yet, so I can't give my opinion on it. I just see a lot of videos on YouTube. You have your big Traxxas fan base, and then you have a big fan base that's going for Arma. So, head-to-head competition, which competition is good, yes, because it's only good for the consumer. Helps bring the price down. Well, hopefully, right? But RCs has become very expensive the last couple of years, and now they don't allow you to use those discount coupons on websites. Pretty crazy. But I've been live streaming for over an hour. My one can of Guinness is gone. I still have my food to eat. Here's my food. Shoe fly shoe. I know you want my food. So what I'm having is a cow salad, Mediterranean salad, and then a ribeye steak with cheese, quesadilla, and the sauce is an sriracha aioli. Really good and spicy. So I'm going to go off live stream so I can finish my food. And then it was nice chatting with you folks. I hope you folks have a great weekend. Oh, wrong side. For the folks that joining in the chat, Brandon, Clockwood, Jack, RC Activated, JP Slayer Racing. Thanks for joining the chat, joining the live stream. Like I said, hope you folks have a great weekend. So to my next live stream or VOD, take care and aloha. Shaka. And I'm out.